with an interesting, um, I could say, topic. Okay, as y'all know, man, Kobe Bryant is no longer living. Rest in peace to my constituent. We going through the darkness, but y'all can still hear me. But Michael Jordan, he's still here, and he still, in my opinion, is probably the greatest entertainer, athlete. Athlete, yeah. I can't say that too. That we have seen in this 20th century, millennial, whatever you want to call it. The reason why I'm making this video or this live stream is because it's been debated for years about the Kobe versus Mike, and now he's doing LeBron versus Mike, right? They're trying to compare and contrast, and and say who is better statistical wise, and et cetera, right? However, the fact of the matter is, none of that stuff matters, man. Who statistically is the best as far as the numbers. Okay, me being a basketball player, I'm gonna tell y'all some real hard facts, that really matter about any professional sport that you may play, okay, or watch. The only thing they're gonna remember is the highlight. That's it. I don't care how many points you scored, what you done did, because nobody really trying to go look up to see what you done did statistical wise. It's all that. They're not trying to do all that. They want to look at the video and see how you played, how you performed, right? At that stage. The best of the best as a professional. And I'm gonna say it's even going beyond that because now we in the social media, you got street ballers, right, y'all, making astronomical highlights. You know, even players that's in the gym, like I said, that's the only thing that they're gonna remember. When everything is all said and done, they're not trying to look at no records. That's one thing I took from Michael Jordan. He was saying, and they asked him the question. It was like, Mike, how you feel about Kobe breaking your scoring title and all this and that? Mike said, records are made to be broken. So with that statement alone, that just let me further know what his mindset was, and what people was gonna be looking at years to come. Generations to come. They're gonna be looking at the highlight, and that's the main reason why I got my camera. I bought my first camera, my consumer camera, from Best Buy. I paid $600 for it, and the reason I bought it, and at that time, my best player was working at Best Buy. It was on 87th Street here in Chicago, and I can understand why he was there because he was the star of our team. But we got to talking and stuff, and I was like, man, dog, I was trying to get back in school. I was trying to get in Chicago State, and I wanted to get like a little reel of some of my highlights, right? And he told me like, man, I tried to look around, and it's like we had a videographer, a student videographer, right? He was the one that was filming us. And, I asked him, I was like, man, dog, I'm just trying to get some highlights, man, because I'm trying to get up in here and I'm trying to play Chicago State. I want to show the coach, what I'm saying, up there, what I can do and what I did in high school, because they used to film us every day, you know, regular practice, all type of stuff, because we was starting to get a little popular. And at that time, we didn't have what they have now. We didn't have the social media, so, you know, luckily we did have the video cameras where it can capture moments, you know. Uh, I wish I should have bought me a camera back then, and I could have had my cousin filming all my stuff. Even me playing pickup games, but I used to do a lot of stuff, man. Like I'm talking about amazing stuff. Like I jumped over my car out of Morgan Park with Timberland boots on and dunked. We pulled up right behind Morgan Park. My cousin kept, his friends and they was like, uh, they was like, yeah, man, they was talking like, yeah, I don't believe you could do such and such stuff. I was like, what? So we went up to Morgan Park and parked right on their court, and I showed them. I flexed with them. This was right when I came back from Grambling. My legs were still fresh. You know, I was jumping like 40 plus inches off the ground. So, but I jumped over the hood of my car and I dunked with my Timberland boots on at that time. And I told that story about why I was wearing Timberland boots. But anyway, like I said, the only thing they're gonna remember is your highlight. Mike said that about records are made to be broken. You know, he made a vital statement. Like he didn't care about no records because he knew his highlight was gonna withstand the test of time. Because it's like they really don't remember too much. The only thing they really look at is your highlight. Like I said, only the like professionals like Stephen A. Smith and all them, they gonna go look up your statistical data and they gonna debate that on. They gonna put that in the format of a show topic and all that type of stuff. But the regular person, average Joe, they don't care about none of that stuff. Especially now with social media, that's what really curve people's mindset and they thought process of visually what they seeing like, and that'll let you know more about that person. Like like damn, he was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like ooh, this and that type of stuff. Like even like Zion Williamson, here's another example. Like this youngster in high school, even Ronnie Fields, you know, his highlights was so impressive. It's a lot of them that he didn't capture because, I seen him do something live and it was amazing. But uh, that's my whole point. Like, you know, after the fact of playing or whatever, you know, that's all they gonna remember. They don't care if you scored 50 points, you broke the state record, none of that stuff, man. What did you do that was so impressive that stuck out? You know, and now we got video. They want to see it. What did you do? You know, that stuck out like, and it's like it's a couple of players I could put in the same breath of Michael Jordan when it comes to that part, the highlight. That's what we talking about. Right now, current. I mean, you got Steph Curry, but he do the same thing. He do the same thing. It's like, you know, but he do it exceptionally well, and because you just can't pinpoint one particular shot that he did that was so incredible. Like you gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like that one shot. But we do remember when Michael Jordan jumped from the free throw line. Like I was telling my cousin, he tucked them damn legs in and floated. Right? It was different from Dr. J, which he the one that created the dunk. But Mike innovated it and made it look even more better. Of course, people gonna do that too. They're gonna replicate what you do, and like they did my Timberland dunk. This one guy on YouTube, he did my Timberland dunk. He was like 6'2", 6'3", but he was doing all type of stuff. But he still didn't do it in stride like how I did. Especially if my size was incredible. And I did a 360 with that dunk too. But I didn't get a chance to upload it because my computer conked out on me, and y'all know that story because I'm rebuilding that now. I wish I can, I can't even find a video on there, because a lot of my stuff just disappeared, But anyway, like I was saying, that's all they gonna remember, man, is your highlight, and that's why I bought my camera, coming back to basketball, that was the main point of me having the camera for basketball, because I wanted to film my highlight. Once they told me I couldn't get any of my clips from when I played basketball, I was like, I gotta go up here. I was like, what? So that made me mad. I was like, okay, and I'm still athletic. Uh, I still can show people something, and that's why I started my production company. Really, it was based off the strength of my basketball, because I wanted people to see my talent, you know what I'm saying, and how gifted I was, like, playing this sport. I think I was made to play basketball. It was meant for me to play basketball, and I think I'm in that group, the echelon now, with the Jordans and all them, because I have done incredible stuff that you will never forget. I just wish I had the opportunity to record some of that stuff. Like when I jumped over my car in front of my cousins and them, I did that from the porch, just besides the rim. They kept talking crazy, like, you can't jump that far. I leaped from, it was like if you ever sit on like those porches, like little hood homes or whatever, before you get to the walkway to go to like the curb, I jumped from that point past the curb point over my hood. This was out there on 115th and 114th and Vincennes. They kept talking crazy and they was like, "Ew, you can't jump that far, man. You can't leap that far." I jumped from that curb point before I got to the curb, before I got to the walkway to get to the curb, past that point, over my hood. And I had a Dodge Intrepid. This was in 1998, like 99 or something like that. Me fresh coming from Grambling, and then I jumped over the hood of my car at Morgan Park in the back of they got like a little court in the back of they school. I jumped over my car with my Timberland boots on and dunked the ball because they kept saying, "Oh, you can't do that," and I did it for them. I wish I could have filmed it, and people would be like, "Damn, that's incredible," and I did it with Timberland boots on at this size. So that's why the whole point of me making this video, I just wanted to talk about that because when I got on the bus yesterday, OG, he was looking at my Concords, I had on. I paid $450 for them, and I ain't wearing them too much. But matter of fact, my lady bought those for me, my Concords, and he was like, "Man, I see you got the Jordans on." He walked up on, "I see you got the Jordans on." I was like, "Yeah," he was like, "Well, I think Kobe better than him." How you doing, Phil? And I was like, "I don't know, man. It's like, I think Mike was on, he was rare. This nigga was doing like acrobatic stuff in a live game. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was just doing the fadeaway jumper, and that wasn't even his shot. It wasn't even Michael Jordan's shot. The shot belonged to Larry Bird. Well, Wilt Chamberlain started it. Larry Bird took it and innovated it. Then when Mike got a hold of the shot, he even made it look even better. Because like I said, people will replicate and do your stuff. There's no way around it, especially in sports. You know, people gonna emulate you and do the things that you did. Oh, I gotta go. But yeah, man, I just had to make this video, man, because all type of player. Okay, he really was. And that's how I get the message through. He was on the street. The street baller, and he did the move at the record, took the ball, wrapped through his shirt. That was cold. And then one more highlight when he caught the pass on the pass break, wrapped it around his back, reversed it, went up on the other side of the rim. I remember that. But like I said, people ain't gonna remember too much, about your career. Only thing that's gonna stick out is the highlight. But make sure you give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll join the video.